Peace, y'all. Welcome to today's mathematics with your girl Sunshine Monet L. Today is 8/15/8. You already know we in the monthly year of 8. This is the monthly year of the solar plexus chakra. This is enforcement of our celestial, ways of doing things when we get into the Scorpius energy. And then that way of doing things is most likely where you are on the spectrum of Mayat. 8 also deals with the A sphere in the tree of life. This is the energy of Sebek. This is the celestial technicians that creates the classifications of things and stuff like that. 8 also deals with building and destruction, transformation, death and rebirth, the ups and downs, high highs, make low lows. But the goal is to be the homeostasis in the middle when we're building and destroying. And that creates the peace that we need, especially in this year of the wood dragon that calls on you to be the peace, the sturdiness, the stability in the middle of the 8. 8 is the number of infinity, right? 8 is the pre-game for the year of 9. Next year, we're going to be giving birth to some things. We're putting some things into the womb, whether it's in the cosmic womb or in the physical womb. So be mindful of what you build and destroy on today. So today we on that 1 and 5. That is knowledge and walking in the power of the truth of that knowledge. So yesterday on the 1 and 4, we were creating a foundation and a sense of stability on our intellect, right? With our intellect that made us walk in the power of our truth. So now today we're taking that power of our truth and we're putting some intellect to what it has been like to walk in the power of your truth and really enforce the things that you want in your space and walk into that sense of power of things. Ashe. So 5 also deals with Tepereth. That is the 5th sphere, the 5th Sephira, which saying things with all thy might with your courage and confidence. Ta is known for being able to utilize the heart that is within and speaking it through the tongue. Right? 5th sphere, the tree of life, that is Hera Kahudi. That's when we're dealing with Scorpius and Mars energy, the celestial enforcers, right? So that's all in that 5, right? And you're doing the 1 with the 5, getting those catchers, that download from the cosmos, rooting yourself up when you're walking in the power of your truth, because your power, your confidence, and courageousness should become from higher help, not so much the physical things around us, because, things are not all as they seem. Ashe? 1 and 5 come to make together and make 6. We're applying this experience, this power, this confidence, this courageousness, this intellect into our health, wellness, daily routine, our moral and integral code, our habitual self, our habits, our what we speak on and what we listening to, what we're teaching and what we're learning. That is all 6. Our work ethic, right? How we are able to combat disease with our bravery. And disease isn't always like a physical ailment. Disease can be a mental ailment. It could be a spiritual. It could be emotional. Sometimes we feel physical things because our body is a divine personification or reflection of our spiritual energy. So sometimes you be dealing with aches and pains. It's probably because your spirit or your mental or something is off and it's giving you that awareness through your physical self. Because sometimes we only listen when it's happening in the physical, right? So we have that 6. We're going to take that 6 into the month of 8. We're going to do some building and destroying on that 6, doing a little tweaking, editing. I call it like when we were finished our test and the teacher was like, check your work. That is what the 8 does. The 8 wants you to check your work. Some of those answers, you want to erase some of those answers and put a different answer because now you done read over it again and you done went from question 1 to question 100. And so that question 23 is looking a little different now with a different set of eyes. So we're going to do the building and destroying. We're going to do the transformations. We're going to do the transformation of power, right? Because we want to walk out of that space feeling confident, right? Feeling in control of ourselves, not in control of other people, places, things, situations around us, because those people, places, things, situations around us need to learn their own self-control. The best we can do is put our catchers in the cosmos and put our sounds out there, etc., and hope they catch on. But if they don't, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's not in your control. The only thing that's in control is you of yourself. Okay? So we're going to put that 6 into that 8. That's going to bring us to 1 and 4, bringing us back to yesterday. Remember what happened when you took that intellect and you created a foundation of it, because now it's going to bring you to walk in the power of your truth again. Right? And we move in gratitude for the ability to recreate. So some of you guys are going to be rehashing conversations that you had yesterday, or expounding on some things that you guys did yesterday, or closing up some projects you did yesterday. Whatever things that y'all started yesterday is going to come back into today. It's going to, it's pouring into today. So if you didn't get a chance to check all those things off your to-do list, don't worry about it. You have time to do it today, and we give thanks for that opportunity to do so. We're going to bring it to the 5, because now we're walking in the power of truth, now that we checked our work and then checked our yesterday work too. Okay, because now you should really feel good, like, oh yeah, I really got this now, because we done repeated the 14. We back at the 5, and we're going to take that 5 and put it into the 8. In this year of transformation, death, and rebirth. This is the year of the wood dragon. This is the year of the nickel and alchemy. This is the space of leadership and power, occultism, the what was the word I was looking for? The revealing of secrets, you know, especially secrets that are not in alignment with Ma'at and that are providing a sense of disruption or, you know, imbalance to us as an overall whole. You know, and you see that a lot, especially on electronic communication, as Pluto sits in Aquarius, which rules over electronic communication and detached and social awareness, social justice, social media, social security numbers. Yeah. All that is undergoing essential transformation, especially as Pluto straddles between Aquarius and Capricorn with it. So we are providing transformation to the infrastructure and the authority of these said things. You know, there is a transfer of power happening. You know, the pendulum is swinging, and we give gratitude. Thank you for swinging this pendulum and giving us the introduction into Aquarius energy before we even enter the age of Aquarius. We move in gratitude. So much gratitude. Thank you for Pluto. Thanks to Pluto for leading the motherfucking way and doing it before we get there. You know what I'm saying? So we have that, I said it was a 5, right? We have that 5. We take it to the 8. That brings us to a 13. Again, that karmic number of learning how to express and create with our intellect. A lot of us don't do that. 1 is that intellect. 3 is that understanding. A lot of us don't stand under our own intellect. A lot of us be like, okay, I know this, and I know that, and I know this is the right way, and that's the right way, but I'm not going to stand under it because outside forces, you know, these entities that don't know who I am, don't know my name, never met me before. Some of these entities passed away centuries ago, but I'm going to let them have control, and I'm going to stand under them because somebody else told me that I should stand under them, and they don't know why either. It's like that experiment I saw where people were in the waiting room, and every time a bell rang, everybody would stand up. And people would come in and they had no idea that this was an experiment. But after a while, they would just stand up with them. And the people that were in the room, what do you call them? The people who knew about the experiment. I want to say constant, but I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about. You'll probably comment in the comments, so thank you in advance. But the people that knew that it was an experiment, they weren't allowed to talk to the people who didn't know it was an experiment. They would just have to stand up every time the bell rang. So then after a while, everybody starts standing up. And then when new people come in, you know, of course, the people that don't know it's an experiment, they would ask, like, why are we standing up? And the other people who didn't know that was an experiment, but they already started standing up, they're like, I don't know. I try to ask, they won't talk to me. But every time the bell rings, we stand up. So I think we should stand up. Hella people were standing up. It may have been 1 or 2 people that was like, I'm not standing up. Y'all look weird. And y'all not telling me what's going on. That goes to show you. Tell you something. And these people have been doing these kind of experiments for a long time. So you think this social media stuff ain't another experiment of them seeing who will stand up and who will sit down when the bell rings? Work on that 13, y'all. That 1 and 3 come together and make 4. That's the stability and the foundation. So when you learn to express the things that you stand under, when you learn to take action on your Bina, when you're learning to, express and create with your intellect, with your knowledge and stuff, it'll create a foundation for you. So you're really going to see who is standing under what and who is standing under to who, because that's going to be their foundation. They're going to put that in there for. 4th house is Cancer. That's bringing it back to the womb. I'm going to put that in a 4 that's also associated with Taurus energy, which is fixed earth. You know, so we're going to the fixed energies with this 4. You know what I'm saying? It's going to show because they're going to be very adamant and very stubborn about that. So happy day for y'all. Be mindful of who you stand under and how you express and create with that standing. We start the day off with a 76% waxing gibbous moon rising at 5:17 p.m. and setting at 12:58 a.m. We are Sagittarius with the thought process, you know, giving us that joy and that sacral chakra with our thoughts, because you should find joy and expansion. Get your knowledge from the wisdom, the oracle, and the sage. We're in Scorpio with the sidereal, so our body is in that transformations, enforcement, and confidence and courageousness, and we are still in Ophiuchus constellation, so giving us that preventative measures in the 7th house, giving us balance for all of that. Sunrise at 6:11 a.m. and setting at 7:55 p.m. Mercury and Regulus are at minimal angle at 7:14 a.m. Mercury was 5.3 degrees south-southwest, and notice was not visible. Regulus is that star in the Leo constellation that gives us the riches, you know, so speak that into existence. Invoke what you deserve. Max south declination of the moon during the current cycle is at 4:06 p.m. Mercury is the closest distance to the earth at 4:44 p.m. Gang, gang. Alpha Capricornus reached the end of their activity today, and Mercury enters the Leo zodiac today at 10 p.m. So now you're going to invoke those riches, that confidence and courageousness that you need now that your throat chakra has entered the heart chakra in your tropical, which is in your mindset. Have confidence and courageousness and the things that you wish to apply to your health, wealth, daily routine, and your moral integral code, what you teach and what you learn on, because you deserve it, is, enjoy these repeats in Leo. We give gratitude. Peace, peace, y'all.